Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video tutorial we're going to do something completely different. I don't think I've ever done this before. We are going to transform this ugly Goodwill frame that was black and gold into a wreath for summer. So let me see, how do I want to lay this down? So that's what the plan is. And I think, based on the flowers that I'm going to be using, that I can probably swap it out with a little touch of this or that so that it could be used all year long. Okay, so I purchased this frame at Goodwill for $3. I also purchased a huge arrangement that had these little hydrangeas, it had a bunch of kind of cool little doodads like this and this, and I just pulled a few out and we're going to use those today. We're also going to be using this color paint right here, which is called Pool. I saw another crafter paint a gold frame with this color. I can't remember who it was for sure. It might have been Brooke with Refabbed. I don't know. But anyways, that's the main color we're going to use. We may lighten it a little bit with some of this white paint called Snow White. And then we're going to use a little bit of this gold. It's called Treasure Gold. It's kind of like a rub and buff gold thing, but this is, it doesn't smell, it's water-based, and it's not toxic. This came from Walmart, this came from Walmart, this came from Walmart, and everything else came from Goodwill. So that's the plan. As you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Feel free to sprinkle all that good stuff. Okay, so before I came live, I got started working on this. And you can see that I left this little area right here unpainted. So let's go ahead and paint that. And then we'll do our special little technique to the other parts. And then we'll add some of these flowers, something like this, here on the corner. I'm just going to use hot glue, and we'll see what happens. I'll probably end up embellishing it a little bit more after it's all dry. I think that's how I seem to operate. I like to look at a project for a few hours and see what it is telling me it wants me to do to it, rather than rush to get it finished on the live. Okay, I think that paint is ready for the garbage can. And I'm just painting out of a bowl, a paper bowl. So how is everyone doing today? Has anybody seen this idea before? I've seen it on Pinterest, and usually they use an oval mirror or something like that. But as I was looking and looking, and it's like an oval frame that they've taken either a mirror out or whatever was the image, the picture behind it. I couldn't find anything like that, so I settled for this very ornate, super ugly rectangle. It's very ugly. Come on. Okay. I'm thinking that you could do some cute accessories. If you have any gold frames just hanging out that you're not using anymore, you could paint them this technique and do some real cute stuff. Okay, that's not going to be enough. We'll just go with what we've got here. And I'm going to dilute it a little bit with some distilled water because this Waverly paint is, it's usually pretty thick. Glenda says she loves this color. I do too. My colors in my family room and kitchen, I'll have to take a picture, are this funky green and bluey colors like this. And so anyways, that's how I landed on this color. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of push my paint into the carved stuff on this frame here in the corner. I am trying to be careful that I don't have big puddles of the paint because that takes forever to dry. I bet you most people, if they looked around their home, they could find some frames, some picture frames or painting things that they could paint this technique that I bet you that you most likely already have stuff at your house that would work for this project. So what are you guys thinking so far? Had you ever thought about getting a old gold frame and repurposing it into a wreath before? It could be hung on your front door. I'm thinking I'm going to put this in my kitchen, hanging on my pantry door, because this is going to totally be my colors. Okay, so I mostly have that area covered. All right. And I think I want to add just a little bit more. For most of this, I did 2 coats of this blue paint. So let me just add a little bit up here where it looks kind of thin. Okay, good enough. I think I got, well, I think I got most of it. Another cute thing I've seen done with old frames like this is I have seen people wrap them with some pretty ribbon in the shape of a cross, and then it's beautiful. I will have to remove this hanger, but I'll do that after the project is finished. Okay, next up, I decided to add a little bit of white to everything just so that it's not just so flat and solidly blue. So this is the Waverly paint from Walmart in Snow White. And I'm using one of these little pouncer style brushes. I think that's what's working good. I don't know where this came from. I'm not sure. Anyways, okay. This will get much more fun once we get the gold going here, and then once we move on to doing the flower arrangements. So, okay, so now I'm just gonna, in the areas that I didn't just paint, I'm gonna just do kind of like a little dry brush technique where the parts that are raised, oh my gosh, it looks so pretty already. Let me show you. And I want some along this inside area too. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. And this was such, it's good quality for sure, but it was so ugly. Oh my gosh. It just super dated, I guess is how I would describe it. But for $3, and since I could not find any oval or circle stuff, I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this work, because I had this idea in my head for a while before I've actually been able to do it. So you can see that I am just having my paint, this white, grab on to the areas that are raised. And this paint that I'm using here from Walmart, it is called Waverly. It's not expensive at all. It does tend to be a little thick, but you don't have to really do any prep before you use it. And it's in the craft section at Walmart. Okay, we're gonna just go up. I'm not gonna be able to do the whole entire thing because the upper part is still wet. So I'm just putting a little bit of this white paint on my brush. And I may come back, and in the areas where I have too much, I can always go back over it. Or it may be hidden by the flowers, I don't know. I can always do some blue over the top of that. Okay. on today. I have an overhead light with 5 light bulbs. I have 2 about 8 by 10 flat screen lights, a ring light, 1, 2, 3, 4 lamps on, and it still looks kind of dark. I don't know. And it's sunny and beautiful today, so I don't know what that's all about. All right, let's move on to some of this gold. In the past, I've used rub and buff, and I've used other types of gold leafing that were super smelly and that were impossible to get your brushes cleaned. This, what I like about it is that it is, it says, it's water-based and it's not toxic, and it doesn't have a strong odor. And it came from Walmart in the craft section. It came from the area where, let me think what was there, where like the hot gluing devices are. And the different kinds of glue. Okay. Let's see. I do want to use my hairdryer on this a little bit before we move on to the next step. So, talk amongst yourself. Okay, Deborah says that the lighting is good on her end. On mine, it looks kind of dark. I don't know. Somewhere I saw a whole wall with different empty frames that were probably gold, and they were all painted like a super light blue and all arranged on the same wall. You know, not everything going up and down, some going kind of wonky, and it was really cute. And so that was making me think, this could be really, really fun. Okay, so I'm going to actually just work out of my cap. And I need another brush. Let's see. Okay, Chris says when she expands the page to the full screen, it gets darker on her iPhone. Or her phone. If she leaves it small, it stays lighter or brighter. I don't know. I give up on ever trying to figure out Facebook, because just when I figure something out, everything changes. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing basically. Is put a little bit of this gold on my brush, and I'm gonna not do quite as much as what I did. I just want little highlights of it here and there. And I will get close-up pictures when this project is completed, so you can see how it turned out. It's just beautiful. And I think the trick with this gold is to not go too heavy with it. Just to do it very lightly here and there. And it absolutely doesn't smell. The other stuff I had been using did. It had a very strong odor, which made me nervous to use it in the house. And I craft indoors. I do not craft outside. So that was just, I don't know. I like this much better. I wish you could see this close up because it is just, it is fabulous. I probably should just stop where I am. And then when it's dry, I will reevaluate what I want to do. So let me show you. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's try this one too. And then we'll start working with our flowers and hot glue. And obviously I'll have to still come back and finish the top because the blue is still drying, and then it will need the white, and then it will need some of the gold. Okay, so we're going to be using the flowers that came in this enormous flower arrangement that I purchased at Goodwill. When they were bringing it out on the cart, I saw the person and I kind of walked behind them until they lifted it up and put it on the shelf, and then I grabbed it immediately. I didn't know how much it was even going to be, but it's an enormous arrangement. I have a picture of it. I'll put that here in the comments. And it's all this. This is the green that I have in my family room along with this blue. And so, I mean, it's just fabulous. And I do want to tell you that I am not great with flower arranging, and I know there's lots of you guys here that are. So just imagine how much more awesome your project could turn out than mine if you are good at flower arranging. I'm just doing the best I can. Okay. Wanted this to be touchable, so I'm not going to worry about getting it completely dry. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to hang it just with a nail right here on the top. And then the design is in the left bottom corner is where I'm gonna have my design with the flowers. So what I was thinking, and I just clipped these with clippers off of the long stems. We'll cover all this, the stems and stuff up with leaves. Okay. All right. So, get this off. Actually, I want to cut this a little bit shorter. Who is ready for spring weather besides me? Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for spring weather. I'm so tired of turtlenecks and feeling chilly and all that. Okay, there's probably a better way to attach this to my frame, like using floral foam, but I'm just going to do the hot glue method. I think that will be fine. This is going to be inside my house. And I'm using my low temperature hot gluing device because I am so tired of having glue burns. Let's add just a few little few little leaves in here to kind of cover up the stems. Hi Dixie, how are you doing? This green to be in the corner. Okay, perfect. We are making a spring or summery wreath that started out from a picture frame that started out black and gold and super ugly. I picked it up at my local Dollar Tree for $3. Okay, let's add that pretty one in there. You could do this project with absolutely any flowers that you like. You don't have to do hydrangeas. I just happen to love hydrangeas, but I know not everyone does. Okay, I'm gonna lay this over this stem right here. And use it to hold this in place. Okay, this last one in right there. And then we'll add some more, and I will pick it up in just a second to show you. And then off screen, I will finish the painting and gold leafing and the white dry brushing. I'll do that off camera and finish it up and get pictures for you. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Yes, I got this frame at Goodwill. It was $3, and it was just super ugly, seriously ugly. Okay, let's add a few little I was toying with the idea of adding another green hydrangea in here, but I don't know if it even needs it. What do you guys think? I'm kind of thinking that it doesn't, and that I could put some more leaves in here to dress it up. What do you guys think? Let's see, where do I need to come? Oh, and I bought this ribbon, which I'm not sure if I'll be able to use it, if it's going to be the right color. It might be. And I was thinking about using some of this on the project. Okay, let me just cover this area up here again. I also have some of these little things that came on the that big arrangement that I bought at Goodwill. Let's see if I would like to poke any of this in here or there. I think so. I think it looks nice. Or I have these too. Yes, those need to be in there for sure. I feel like this corner needs something else, and I don't have any more of the white flowers out right now, but let me go ahead and glue some of these little Okay, this is what I have so far. And there are a zillion blue strings on it. Let's see, still getting used to my setup in here. But what do you think? Do you like it? Does it need more on either side, either going up or over to the side? And do you like this ribbon here? I could even do a hanger that was one of these kind of things. Not through the wire hanger, but just through the top. Tell me what you guys think. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. I am going to go ahead and finish it up, and then, ooh, I've got my finger in some really wet spots. And then I will get close-up pictures, and if you have any suggestions for me, I did fiddle around a little bit with this green paint from Waverly called Scallion, and I didn't think it looked right, so I nixed that idea. Okay, my comments are stuck. Anyways, I see lots of people on. Latasha says she thinks I did a great job. Thank you. Use the ribbon as a hanger. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Lots of you guys are saying that. Okay, Connie says she loves it. It has enough flowers, and that she would add the ribbon. So I think I will. I have to finish painting. I have to remove this wire. And I probably will use some of those little round felt pads on the back of this so it doesn't scratch up my door. Another thought I had was that I could do something like a garland or something that went across it, or I could have painted something and put it actually in this frame, but I think it's prettier without. And so if you find some gold frames that you want to transform into something like this, take the glass out and take the backing off and just start painting. Let me just review what the colors were one more time. Okay, I used this Waverly paint from Walmart in Pool. And then I used a little dry brush of Waverly Snow White paint. And I may actually come and do a little bit of sanding. I don't know. Maybe not, because I think it's so pretty. And then I used this. And this, by the way, came from Walmart. in the craft section. And this is a folk art brand. I like it so much better than what I've used before because it has no smell, and I'm not worried that I'm poisoning myself here in my craft room. Okie dokie. We'll do this or this. If you liked this project, let me know if you would like to watch the replay or if you would like my complete supply list, which is not going to have much on it, but I will include what the names of things are. And then I'll just tell you miscellaneous flowers, mine came from Goodwill. Miscellaneous gold frame, mine came from Goodwill, that kind of thing. So I see lots of hearts and lots of thumbs. And Christine says it looks beautiful. Thank you so much. My sister got all of the flower arranging genes from our family. And I got the other crafting genes. So I always feel a little insecure when I do floral projects because I just don't have that natural knack at it. But I think I did pretty good. So, okay, Martha, I'll get you the list in 2 shakes of a stick. You guys have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day, and I hope I'll see you here tomorrow for lots more crafts that are going to be quick and easy. They're going to be affordable. They're going to sometimes be a little different, like taking a frame, an ugly Goodwill frame, painting it light blue, adding flowers, and making it into a wreath of sorts. So they're going to be quick and easy, affordable, sometimes a little different, and they're almost always going to be involving faith, family, or flowers. Bye, everybody.